guys, welcome to Group Chat.
Hi.
It's Sunday night.
A heated Sunday night.
Yeah, we get a little bit of a different vibe on Sunday night. I felt a little bit more mellow. I feel like Anand was a little more just annoyed with you.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Well, it's easy to stoke it.
Yeah. I think maybe when he gets sleepy, his willpower of like,
Resistance.
don't argue with D starts to fade.
Yeah.
It's good though. It makes for great entertainment.
Ken Griffin, pro-America.
Yeah, you're very old school, I'm learning.
Yeah. I love America.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
America first.
All right. Well, we're going to find out why.
Yeah.
We have a lot. You know what? I'll just say this. We have a lot of topics. We have a couple that got a little heated, not like the full-on one topic argument for the whole.
Cash.
Ladies and gentlemen, Group Chat.
Cash.
It's $1 trillion. Hot.
Hey guys, I'm wondering if anyone wants to join me for a Laker game down at the old crypto arena.
You mean the Crip?
Down at the old Crip arena.
I love it.
I mean, big name change.
Yep.
This is like, I love it, but I don't even associate Staples Center with Staples the place anymore.
That's how good
retailer.
That's how good having naming rights are.
guess
Naming
you're right.
rights are so important for the right places.
So do we just call it the crypto?
I think it's going to be called the Crip
Crypto Center?
because it's in LA. I literally think
for certain people in Los Angeles, the blip. Or what do you have to
You're
say?
right, the Blipto.
yeah, Blipto.bomb.
Blipto.bomb arena. Yeah, I mean, it's a big change. I just feel like Staples Center is that's just what the building is called to me.
Yeah, but it's a loser company.
It's true.
And so
It's also
it's affiliated with not the future.
But to your point, I've called Staples, not even realizing I'm referencing an office supply store.
At
Oh,
all.
you are.
At all. Like,
I'm
has it
just
been
saying,
that
I'm
your whole
heading to
life?
Staples tonight.
Has it been Staples your whole life?
No, since 2001.
I think that's when Staples was.
Yeah, they were the first sponsor.
Yeah.
How long until you
it's our
think you
whole
say,
Or
yo, we're going to
2000.
a show at Crypto Arena tonight without thinking twice? Already?
Tomorrow.
Just tomorrow, okay.
Staples Center doesn't it doesn't mean anything.
It means a lot to me.
No,
Wow.
I think the name Staples means a lot
building
to
means a lot.
people,
Yeah.
but Crypto Arena is going to mean a lot more. And think about Staples, I think, had $126 million over 20 years, and this is $700 million over 20 years.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I never want to see Staples again. I don't hear the
That
name.
is true. I agree with you on that.
Who uses staples? Have you stapled something?
Yeah, I actually stapled something the other day. I had to send something for taxes. I had to staple it.
Really?
They literally wrote, please staple it.
And you're like, how the fuck, where do I find that? Please fax it when you're done?
Well, here's the thing. If I was crypto.com,
Yeah.
you know what I would have done?
Huh.
Bought Staples, the company,
Yep.
and the naming rights.
I mean, it's probably just a little
bit more.
bit on top. You could have the whole thing.
Because then effectually, and then change. It might have been cheaper and more cost business-wise.
Yeah.
I'm sure Staples is a profitable, well-run business. I wouldn't be surprised if it is.
Well, they're owned by a private equity
Yeah.
firm that our friend works at.
Okay, so we know they make money.
We could find out.
Okay, so they make money.
Yeah.
Let's just say you could have bought all of Staples for $2 billion.
Yeah.
Like the whole company.
Yeah.
Then just conveniently change every Staples location to crypto.com.
Yeah.
Right? So now you
Same
have physical...
supplies inside?
Yeah, same supplies.
Okay, got it.
So I have another prediction. So we went from Staples Center, which is what everyone, has known where the Lakers play at. And I am of the belief that courtside is going to look very different in the next 3 to 4 years.
Oh, with a lot of crypto type people.
Just technology, crypto.
Yeah.
Someone has to give up their seats.
I think LA is a bunch of mercenaries. We know people
They'll sell it for
very
the season.
prominent. Yeah, but they're the ones sitting.
I know, but you
Yeah,
don't
ferocious.
own it. You're renting.
Yeah, it's fine, but they'll
That's
rent
fine,
forever.
yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The part of those come with stipulations. Oh, if they're in the finals, I need the seats.
No. You get the person we're talking about has exclusive rights to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they're on the wood. That's how they negotiate. They pay 2x market. And I think the money that's coming down here between crypto and technology, LA is just going to be revamped. Like
Yeah.
Courtside's not going to be who we think.
I
think
totally
you're right.
disagree. You know why? All those nerds, they're going to show up with celebs. By the way, I know who you're talking about, and they had someone, a famous person sitting next to them.
Yeah, they'll bring them, but they're
Yeah.
the ones that's going to be there.
You won't have like the moguls, the old moguls.
The old moguls are
Celebs-
done.
They're
Celebs
old.
will always be celebs.
Celebs
It'll
will
always be celeb.
No,
Yeah.
celebs will always be courtside, but they'll be there with the technology or crypto person. Yeah, that's fine.
Instead
whatever.
of
There's always going to be somebody willing to pay for them.
yeah.
There's nothing more powerful in this city than fame. There's just nothing.
Yeah, that's
It's
for
just-
sure.
Fame is number one.
No, I think in the world.
in the world.
No,
yes.
I agree
Yeah.
with fame is all going to be, but the difference is it used to be the old
The
school
money.
LA business guy that brought the celeb.
You won't
now,
see Goldstein anymore.
Yeah.
He's out.
No, he's too. I mean, someone will take him.
He might not be able to afford it anymore.
Jack Nicholson? Jack Nicholas?
Either one. Jack Nicholson will have his seats probably as long as he's alive. If his kids want
Not
it,
if that offer comes in from Ferocious.
I just don't. Jack Nicholson's pretty old.
Ferocious is like, hey, old man.
I don't know. From what I gathered, Ferocious doesn't strike me as a Laker guy.
Think about it. If you're a crypto or tech guy, I'm leaning towards technology people that have made billions of dollars. A game is 4K courtside face.
Yep.
Anyone that is willing to sell it for 8. And if you're a billionaire and you're young, well, because these guys are in their 30s,
Yeah.
they don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
Even 20K, whatever.
They literally don't care. Like, cool, 20K to be cool for a night?
So this name change is just a sign of things to come.
Exactly.
It's a little bit
I think it's the harbinger of what's happening in Los Angeles, because I've been saying this for a long time.
Yeah.
Like Beverly Hills is going to look different. Bel Air is going to look different. It's going to be a bunch of 35-year-old people that show up with billions of dollars that displace everyone.
Yeah, they're like, hey, I have him on an NFT.
But what's crazy is it's the same thing. Nothing ever changes.
Yeah.
You're rich. You go to a Laker game, you sit courtside. You're rich, you live in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Everyone always thought the world is going to change. Nothing changes.
No. But
the
do you think
same
this is-
schools are going to be packed with the same
No,
private
it's just
schools.
the composition of wealth is different.
I think
it.
it'll be the quickest change in faces.
Yes, that's it. But nothing changes actually.
No.
Surface level, it's the same restaurants, the same
No,
city.
I think what you're saying is the same things matter. It's just who's the richest. It's just who's the richest is different.
But the thing is you would think if you're the richest and you're this new young person, you'd want to evolve what you're into, but you're not.
No,
you're
no,
into
hell
the
no.
same things.
No.
Not
You're
in
into the
LA.
same Vegas clubs,
Yeah.
the same LA restaurants, the same neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Nothing ever changes.
Like, what do you think average age of courtside viewer
Today's
today versus
60s.
versus 3 years from now?
It's going to be 37.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it'll be in the 40s.
But
think-
it's going to be like a 25-year difference.
Do the celebrities change? Is it like more social media
No, I
celebrities?
think
Whoever's
whoever the most
hot.
famous person is,
Whoever's
they're going
hot.
to bring him.
But more social media over a movie star? Or
That's
no?
a good point. I don't know. If is Ryan Reynolds getting invited?
100%.
Or Addison Rae?
The problem
choose.
is the
I think
40-something year old
I
person.
think Justin Bieber's safe.
He's locked in.
He's safe.
Yeah, he's locked in.
But it depends what the 40-year-old person who's taking the person.
But they care about what their kids care about. They're like, oh, my daughter loves that Addison Rae.
Sure, if they're bringing their kids.
Yeah. I guess they want to hang out.
But
with
a
my
lot
daughter.
By the way, do you ever see? Okay, FTX Arena is now the Miami Arena.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so crypto.com is this.
Yeah.
And if you look at
And damn near every arena has Coinbase on the logo.
so
Yeah, Coinbase should have just bought the right.
Yeah, I think Coinbase.
that was a big ball drop.
Yeah.
Big ball drop.
No, maybe they're just trying to do the whole league. Because they're in.
I know, but no one
every
cares
time-
about the whole
No, but
league.
you buy that. Think
it's
about how
LA.
much news this has gotten.
I mean, I went to a Laker game 2 weeks ago, and Fred from Coinbase was sitting on the wood.
Yeah.
Just put the name
How old
up,
is he?
bro. 34?
Yeah, he dropped the ball.
He's doing good for the average.
33?
Yeah.
Get that number down.
He dropped the ball.
He did.
I
I
mean,
think he did. I think he made a big play, but I think this was the bigger one.
the problem is like it's like Madison Square Garden, Staples Center.
Yeah, there's only a couple.
Did nothing else matter?
I don't even. There's not any other one that I know. that's
Barclays,
that.
No, Barclays is irrelevant.
I think.
but
Jay-Z,
everyone knows it. They win a title or two, it changes.
I mean, if you talk to anyone in New York, the Brooklyn Nets are completely irrelevant.
Yeah, I just think that
They
like,
win if they win a title.
I don't think it matters.
Like if you walk,
Dude,
through
did you
the-
see the Warriors played the Nets and everyone was chanting for Steph Curry
Yeah, it's
in
ridiculous.
Brooklyn?
Yeah, I just think if you walk through like the middle of the country, let's say, and you said, name me
5
3
stadiums.
arenas. Name me 5 stadiums.
Yeah. I don't know. Name any stadium.
I think Madison Square Garden, Staples.
Yeah.
And Chase now with the Warriors because of Steph.
I thought it was
I didn't know
Oracle.
It used to be Oracle, but
Nobody
now it's
knows
Chase.
that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
But I mean, how like your technology, your Silicon Valley, and you have Chase as your fucking name?
Yeah. Because
That's literally like the
comes
most
here.
backward thinking.
Yeah.
big tech is
should've-
stupid when it comes to marketing. By the way, Crypto.com is not an American company.
Yeah, it's based in Singapore. It
It's
was
a
Hong Kong,
Singapore-
then Singapore.
Really?
FTX is some random dude in fucking
Well, now Bahamas.
yeah,
right?
Bahamas. I'm just saying, like
His name's
American
Sam.
big tech doesn't write the checks ever. Where to be cool.
How
Big
does
tech, little
Amazon
checks,
not
huh?
have an arena? How does Apple not have an arena?
Because those guys
How does Apple not
They're
own the
dorks.
Warriors arena?
They're just nerds.
they're just nerds.
They don't know. You don't see Tim Cook at a game.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, I guess.
Instead,
It's
they have the
crazy.
infinite loop, our offices.
Yeah.
It never ends. You're stuck here forever.
We don't even have time to go to basketball games.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm excited and I'm curious how long it takes me to not call it Staples.
I think you drive by it, you see the sign a couple times.
Maybe enough times hearing it on TV.
Yeah.
I had a friend post today from the Clippers played at the arena. We'll call it nameless
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he posted crypto.com arena.
Really?
See? It happens fast.
Because it
I also
happens
think-
end of December, right? Officially? Like
Oh,
when's the sign change?
Maybe it's next, and I don't know if it's like a
think it's the end of the
Lakers
year.
season, or maybe it's end of the
Yeah.
year.
I think it's this like happening starting next
And
year.
so AEG, the Anschutz Group, is the one that gets paid, not the Lakers, not anyone else.
So
Why is that? They're the who?
they
they
own the
stadium.
arena.
They actually own the physical.
Yeah, so the Lakers are a tenant.
Good for them. Good for AEG.
So here's the interesting thing about like where, when Anand says everything you should be in crypto no matter what, you just have to be crypto adjacent. You don't even need to be in crypto. You could be in, I bet you outdoor advertising is on absolute fire. Why? Because every one of those companies is buying billboards. Look how much money
Oh, the business of it. Yeah.
AEG just made
Yeah.
off a naming right. You know how many stadiums and outdoor, they're going to crypto.com and goes, oh, by the way, we own 35 concert halls. You want to rename all those too? You want to rename all
But
our
isn't
stadiums?
Well,
Isn't
especially stadiums. Because you
isn't-
just every time sports are on, they say it.
Yeah.
That's a great
Yeah. And so
media.
I get it's
value.
it's a great purchase for them. It's probably incredible to just integrate more into pop culture.
Yeah.
But I just think that like the amount of money that's being made in crypto, like being famous, if you're famous, crypto.com is writing you a check.
Yeah.
I saw Matt Damon on one of those sites the other day. Was it FTX?
Yeah, he was on FTX.
And isn't Tom Brady? They're
Yep.
paying him $10 million probably.
And some
They're not paying him
platform-
$1 million.
Some
and
platform just paid-
Ohtani,
Yeah.
the MVP, the Japanese MVP of the.
And nobody's paying
Angels.
that guy anything for any
No,
endorsement.
he's the highest endorsed player in Major League Baseball, period.
okay compared to the rest of the sports athletes.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's no baseball player that makes more money outside of baseball than Ohtani.
Never heard of him.
never heard of him.
Exactly. You don't need to because he's Japanese. He makes information.
Yeah, he's not making it here.
Well, I heard someone just paid Post Malone like $1 million to for an NFT platform to like buy. Say he bought it,
Yeah, why not?
CryptoPunker.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're famous and you have influence, the money adjacent to being in crypto,
Yeah,
you just say,
that's true.
Everything-
Damn, that's a
all-
gold rush.
Like,
Yeah.
and all that should indicate to all of us is that we should just get ready to pay more for everything. Your plane flights are going to get more expensive.
Yeah.
Everything's going to get more expensive.
Yeah.
Nothing is going to be discounted because not only are the top 0.01% like technology folks making that much more,
Yeah.
the advertising folks are making more, the television companies are making more, Netflix is making more,
Yeah.
everyone's making more. The talent's making more.
I bet you TV advertising is going to have a record year.
What's?
I
well,
bet you the Super Bowl has a record year.
They
in
already
TV.
did. I think they sold it all out like
Yeah.
3-4 months ago.
Yeah,
I don't wanna
it's
get-
They
happening
probably
with crypto.
they shouldn't have done it so early.
Yeah.
They should have waited 3 months.
Watch, they're gonna make it 5. They're gonna make it 5 periods instead of 4 quarters, and fucking make another $2
Why
billion
not?
of ads.
Why not?
They're gonna,
I just feel like what happens to, and I don't want to start a debate here, and I will not allow it. But what happens to like the Bernie Sanders AOCs? Like, there's this
it'll
world.
trickle down to everybody. This much money being spent does trickle down to everybody. Oh, there's gonna be jobs for everybody.
But they don't like trickle down economics.
I'm not saying Ronald Reagan trickled down economics, but these companies are hiring like fucking crazy.
Got
And
it.
you don't need to go to college because nobody knew what this shit was 2 years ago.
yeah.
You don't need to go to college to work in crypto.
So you think it's a rising tide?
Yeah, you just have to be in it. Like I spent the whole weekend because I wasn't feeling well. I was just reading on a bunch of different protocols and buying them and just learning how to use them. And I'm gonna go into my Ledger experience as well. But like,
It's funny that in today's day and age, like getting sick is one of the most financially beneficial things that can happen
It's
to you.
equivalent of pandemic, right?
yeah, and
The last thing you want to do
I
is
know
go
that's the
for
thing
a
is I
job.
unfortunately was working like a dog during the pandemic, so
Yeah.
I didn't get to do what everyone else did.
Yeah, you got to get sick.
I finally got sick, so
Yeah.
I got like 4 hours to myself
That's
to
what
just
you needed.
read.
You probably made $1 million.
No, but what I did see was like, this is like, all you got to do is fucking pay attention.
That's it.
I mean, I went and joined a couple of Discords, and like I got this chibi ape, and then I missed the minting of like the galaxy because I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So then I went and read how to do
That's
it.
why no one's going to
And-
the fucking office.
And then I was like, if I just had this, I would have made like, I don't know, $1,000 if I just knew how to do it. I didn't even have to spend money.
Imagine if you had like a, God forbid,
Yeah.
some sort of injury or something that forced you to stay home for a month.
Yeah, I'd be a billionaire.
You would be just like all these young people saying, I'm not going to the fucking office.
Yeah, the
You
thing
kidding me?
is one, you got to have some money to play with.
Yeah.
Like I bought something yesterday for $1,000, and the gas fee was $180.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Ethereum, by the way, is toast if they can't figure out gas fees.
But that's what Solana's here for, right?
Yeah, Solana. There's all these other protocols. I mean, you had the amount. Imagine paying 18% on a fucking transaction.
Yeah.
That's worse than getting raped by a credit card processor.
Yeah, I mean,
It's happening.
significantly
I
worse.
trust Vitalik. He'll figure it out.
Me too.
But here's the thing: is there's a lot of other people that are doing it as well.
I trust Vitalik.
Me too.
I mean, he better move fast because
I trust Vitalik.
Me too.
Yeah, I just don't think he can move fast enough.
Vitalik.
I just think it'll be
Yeah.
distributed across other.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I think there's gonna be multiple solutions, but Ethereum will be the premium.
But it's all relative too. Like you're talking about having enough money to do it. If you make $40K a year,
Yeah,
you know, you're $300.
I think you really, from what I gathered, just experiencing it, you basically need to start with at least $1,000. If you have $1,000, you can get started.
But what can't you do with 300? I mean, 300 you can.
You know
put
why? Because
into-
like I tried to swap something on Uniswap today.
Yeah.
It was $180 to do
Yeah.
the transaction. No, even if
Well, you take your 300, you put it into Shibu, Ethereum.
sure, but I think you can compound. Look, if you can get the Shibu luck and you put 100 and it's worth whatever $80,000, that's on you.
Yeah.
But I think if you have $1,000 and you understand how to move through protocols
Yeah.
quickly,
Here's what's crazy. At this point, I can name you DWAC, the Trump thing,
yeah,
the fucking electric truck,
Rivian.
Rivian, Shibu. Off the top of my head, I can name you 3 to 5 things that if you paid a little bit of attention to TikTok, you could have turned your $300 into $1,000.
Yeah, I agree.
And then now you're in the game.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I think we'll just jump in it because we're talking about crypto. The Constitution DAO
Oh my gosh.
got played so fucking hard.
I think Ken Griffin fucked up.
I think he fucked
I
up
think-
too. I think he's screwed.
You don't want to. Why would he do that?
I
He poked that bee's nest.
I
So
love
let's
it.
explain it. So we talked about, John and I talked
Yeah.
about it at the end of last episode. Constitution DAO, it was a donation and they raised somewhat in the 40-something million dollars.
42, I think.
And then Ken Griffin, who's the founder of Citadel, which is a,
Let me do a little more.
Yeah.
okay.
So I don't want to try to explain what a DAO is. Look that up if you missed last week's episode. But essentially, a very large group of people got together. They donated $200, sometimes $500, whatever, and they raised $40 million for the goal of bidding on and winning a copy of the U.S. Constitution, one of the original 13 copies, at Christie's or
Yep.
at Christie's, right? So it was this
Or
huge-
Sotheby's, one of the two.
So it's
Well, I
this
think
huge thing
Sotheby's,
that
yeah.
got built up online. Oh my gosh, the Constitution DAO, all these people, $200 each. They formed this fund essentially, and they're going to win the Constitution. Holy shit. And then,
And so what's also interesting is 25% of the addresses that donated to the money was the first time they ever used crypto.
And they paid gas fees through the nose because I tried to donate too.
And
And I was
those are
like,
gone.
fuck that. $200 to donate $200?
And those fees are gone no matter what.
Yeah, gone. I mean, this is why the protocol is fucking stupid right now.
It is stupid.
It's stupid. You can't donate $200 a page. That's like, hey, we'd love you to donate to the United Way.
Yeah.
By the way,
half of your
$200.
donation goes to your gas to get here tonight. Thank you.
But that's not the point.
That's a big part of the point because they just got screwed because they have to return the money and all the money is get to have gas fees.
I would say
but we're not
point.
talking to. That's not why drama.
Sure.
We're bringing
valid
it up.
point.
No, that's why I was going to bring it up to make fun of it.
Yeah. Okay, but now let's get to all the people. 25% of people who just found out who Ken Griffin is.
Yeah. So Ken Griffin, founder of Citadel, multi-billionaire, a villain of the Robin Hood Wall Street bets crowd because payment for order flow benefits Citadel.
Probably
He's the villain.
the villain.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like allegedly the string puller of Vlad. So even worse than Vlad in these guys' minds.
Yeah. In the Wall Street bets crowd, Ken Griffin controls Robin Hood.
Yeah.
If you want to just simplify it.
Yep.
Whether that's true or not, who cares? But from the Wall Street bets crowd, that's what they view it. And he just basically, because you knew exactly how much Constitution DAO raised.
Which was, this used to be a private DAO.
The problem is they said their strategy.
Yeah. So he just wanted to troll them. And now he won. And so he beat the Wall Street bets kind of Ethereum
For like
crypto
40
crowd.
million or something, right?
Yeah, 47 million, something like that. But I guess the larger point is now they all want blood. And they're like looking at a bakery in Wisconsin that he helicopters goods from that they're going to buy. That's what they like tweeted. And now they want to do that. They
they're
going to
spend $40 million, $40
Bakery
million
down.
gas
They're gonna
fees, and then he's
fuck
going to buy the fucking thing again for cheaper.
Yeah.
They're not going to win the battle today.
But they can milk him dry.
No, but the point is,
They could
you know
just-
why?
I think this is it's like part of the tide. It's like thinking that, the Ken Griffins of the world are the only things that matter is like such a stupid way of thinking. Like, sure, they lost today. They're going to win in the long run. Like, they're just showing the power. They did this so like unorganized off memes and just like Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat. And they were able to raise 40 some odd $1 million with no real organization.
Yeah.
There was no real leader.
Yeah.
No one
But
even
you
knows.
can't have, that's decentralized. It can't have a leader.
But
No,
like
but
face.
Vitalik is essentially the face of the
it.
Ethereum.
Like,
But
hey,
Ethereum, sure, but you can have DAOs on other things than Ethereum.
no, but I don't
But
think
even
you're
like
getting the point.
On
The point,
GameStop, like Deep Fucking Value was making videos every day. He was like
sure,
the
but
face.
the whole theory is it's decentralized. You can't have a leader.
I know, but what Anand's saying is in a messy way with no leader, they still
They
raise all
can't
that
have a
money.
leader.
they choose. No, so if you want to think about it,
No, they decentralized.
No, of
No,
course
but
you
you
can.
have a voice.
Vitalik is the leader of Ethereum. Period.
he's
Full
not-
stop.
but he's
it's
not
a
the head of the-
decentralized.
Constitution DAO. He's
No,
not.
but my point is Ethereum is the most powerful protocol period in the world, and Vitalik is the leader, and it's decentralized. You can't argue that.
But Constitution DAO did not have a leader.
No, that's my point. They didn't even have a leader, and they were
Yeah.
able to 2x what the suggested value of the Constitution was. It was supposed to go 20 to 25 million. They made Ken Griffin 2x it.
Yeah. Well,
I think he's fucked. And not fucked like, it's not like
He's not gonna be fucked
he doesn't go
financially.
broke here.
No, he
But I
doesn't.
do think he just opened a
Absolutely
can
not.
of worms of a nuisance that why in the fuck would you ever want to deal with that?
I think it for him it's ego, man.
I know, but
It's
the next
pure-
thing he's going to lose
But
is
he-
ego.
but
He's going
here-
to lose on the bakery or
No,
something.
here's the thing. This is the reality of it. These guys, do you know why like a Ken Griffin? I think in the long term,
Yeah.
the financial systems will change 100%. Smart fucking billionaires aren't going to get fucking. They may make less money than a crypto billionaire.
Yeah.
They're still going to be rich. You know why? You don't think Ken Griffin has like 400 people in every fucking Discord, every Reddit board,
For sure.
sitting
But
there
they're gonna
learning
fuck
every
with him.
single move, and he's just going to counter every trade. He's not
I don't
going
know
to
if he
sit.
can. I don't know if he can afford it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Wait, now you're going to have to go buy your favorite fucking croissant shop for
well,
$20
sure,
million?
whatever. That is not going to move
I'm
the
saying
needle.
this
the
is
croissant shop.
No, no,
No, but
he's
this
not
is
gonna
the
go broke,
start
but
of a
who wants
wave.
that
This is the
problem?
start of a wave.
I agree. I just don't think Ken Griffin gets affected.
He will.
I think
His
he does.
ego will get
I
affected.
think in an-
Look
in
at
an
Jamie
annoying
Dimon's
way.
already affected. Like Jamie Dimon's a clown.
Yeah.
The guy was one of the biggest financial executives that everyone was praising
That's
for
what
years.
But do you
You
think it
think
affects him in
publicly-
any real world way, though?
No,
What's
because
it?
privately he's selling Bitcoin.
Does it affect him in any real world way?
No.
Because in the business world, he's still
No, but I mean, he has more money than he knows what to do with. Sure.
But in
Doesn't
every
affect him
business
personally.
room, he's still like,
He's still king of the room.
But I think Ken Griffin put a target on his back way bigger than Jamie Dimon.
Oh yeah, I don't think Jamie.
I think they just look at Jamie Dimon like, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot.
He's just old. He's a boomer. He doesn't get it.
Speaking of old boomer that didn't get it, is Logan Paul had Peter Schiff on his podcast to talk about why Bitcoin is dead, and it was so stupid.
Really?
I saw clips on TikTok.
You got to watch it. He literally says like Bitcoin is the exact same as Dogecoin. Like it's exactly the same. And like, oh, Bitcoin is nothing because you can't like wear it. Like at least gold you can wear on a watch. Like it's just like so fundamentally not understanding.
Well, I think
it's interesting.
I mean, now that you see what Ethereum's capable of, Bitcoin does seem like Dogecoin. Tell me the difference.
Because Ethereum did what?
But Ethereum actually has practical purposes, right?
Yeah,
You're
but Bitcoin's
seeing
more so
at least Constitution DAO, as fucked up as the fees were, you actually were able to do something and build shit on it. Nothing's being built on Bitcoin.
Yeah, but as a store of value, it's so much more. I mean, it's
So is
more
Doge.
sound than because there's unlimited dojis.
Yeah, exactly. There's 21 million.
They just
Bitcoin.
keep dumping dojis out into
But
the
it's
fucking.
holding.
I know, but it's fundamentally there's and so it's more sound than gold. There will never be any more. But it's weird to like be. I don't know. It was just
So
really.
Doge is gold then, because you don't know how much gold there is.
No, Doge is like silver because it's just unlimited. Like at least gold naturally in the world isn't produced at a very high rate. That's why gold is held over such a long period of time.
Doge the fact that Doge is silver is very impressive.
I don't think Doge is silver. Doge is like
Titanium,
copper.
It's copper.
I mean, it's still very valuable.
Just go
fucking
find it.
natural
It's in the
resource.
backyard. Okay, but anyway, to stay on track. Sorry to do that. I meant to send that to you on it especially. Is why? I mean, either way, I think that Ken Griffin just put if nothing more than a fly in his ear.
Yeah.
For one ego win.
Yeah. But those guys are petty. They do this all day.
I know, but the internet is way pettier.
Yeah.
And they want to go after his Wisconsin bakery.
Yeah, I mean,
can't wait.
I don't think anyone wants to be in Wisconsin right now.
They don't need to be.
They don't need
The
to
fucking
just
Dow.
buy the docker, buy the bakery.
No, I'm just saying for other reasons.
Yeah,
I mean, you know who wins
Well,
here? The owner of the bakery.
Yeah.
I think drama brings up a good point. Like the Ken Griffin types, sure, they're going to be rich for generations. They have too much money to ever lose
it. Yeah.
Right. I'm not like questioning that, but the point is, you're going after billions of people now. Yeah. Crypto is billions of people, and you basically assaulted billions of people by just for no reason.
You didn't insult me. I loved it. I thought it was hysterical.
Yeah, but you're a boomer.
I loved it too. I loved it.
But you're also in your 40s.
Yeah.
Well, we're not insulted. It's amazing to watch for the sport of it. But I would argue that not only did you go after billions of people, you went after, not to be a cheeseball here, but like an idea, which is the rich staying rich and screwing the poor. Like you now let them put a face to that.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think like, what are you doing?
Like Ken Griffin, if you are a young person and you're a Bernie bro, Tim, it's worse than Bezos and Elon Musk to me.
Yeah, of course.
Because no one even
worse.
knew who Ken Griffin was until GameStop.
This was a flagrant outspend dick swing.
Yes.
You're,
and the thing is so when he bought it, I thought the immediate good PR move.
Yep.
Donate it all to the Smithsonian. Fucking let it be there. Whatever. Get your tax write-off. Do whatever you got to do. But say, you know what? I'll let everyone go see it. I don't give a fuck. But he hadn't said that.
no.
He's not going to. That's not how he's
That thing's
built.
going in his fucking bathroom.
Bathroom. When he takes his shit, he's going to look at the
For
Constitution.
real. You're like, fuck you little Redditors.
Look, I enjoyed watching them raise all the money. I followed the
I
Twitter
think
account,
Ken Griffin did
but
more.
I also enjoyed
I think
Ken
Ken
Griffin.
Yeah.
No, I think
I'm
Ken
so glad it
Griffin did
happened.
more for the crypto community than we can imagine. Because I think it empowered and it just made everyone to triple down on the mission.
Yeah, it did. It did 100%.
Well,
and
you
for
want
the-
on the Constitution and part of the mission.
But who cares? It'll be
Move on to the
different.
next.
It'll be
You're gonna own a
everything I've been
bakery.
preaching for fucking a decade.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that he's a very, I think he did a great thing for crypto. And I am so happy, especially with my two buddies here that get to talk about this 3 days a week, because I think this is not the last of it. Like you're going to see.
These wars are going to continue.
Yeah.
It'll be crazy things because everyone's talking about like,
No, there was a meme going around in the crypto world. Let's buy Citadel.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, it's not publicly traded.
No, but if Ken Griffin's for sale,
Everyone's got a number.
So what are you going to give him $50 billion and just unnecessarily make him rich?
why not?
That's fucking stupid.
And then you own Citadel.
Yeah.
He
sure.
overpaid for the
Dude, Ken
Constitution.
Griffin already has more money than he knows what to do with.
Yeah.
So So give him 50 billion and say, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, well, you're fired.
You know what? I bet you he goes and creates the DAO that says buy Citadel and he gets $50 billion.
It could definitely happen. This is going to be good.
And then
this
he's
is
just sitting at a cop.
This is the canary in the coal mine.
Yes.
The Ken Griffin versus Constitution DAO, which was haphazardly kind of put together in like a matter of weeks.
Yeah.
And is probably going to end up losing money with gas
But who
fees.
cares?
For sure. So many people lost so much
That's
money.
not the point. Like you're
That's probably why
literally
he
like
did
It does
no,
matter.
it's not. You're actually missing what I'm trying to say.
I understand what you're
You
saying.
don't, because you keep talking about gas fees.
I do, because it costs people who gave $200 don't have $200 to give
crypto
up.
will evolve. Like Ethereum wasn't even usable 4 years ago, and it's
Yeah.
worth.
I know
it's
you're very passionate about it.
billions.
I'm just saying, if you only have $200, because I know someone who gave money who doesn't have it.
But this is what's good. I think on the couch,
Well,
you're more
don't
like the
give it if you
Vitalik
don't have
side.
it.
Well, people, they wanted to be a part of something special.
So don't give any money you don't have.
No
No
more
one's
DAOs.
asking you.
No more DAOs.
See, Dee's just more on the Ken Griffin side currently.
Yeah, Dee's
You're
old
more
school.
Vitalik. He's like,
Yeah.
aha, you guys lost your ass on this one.
Yeah.
You little fuckers.
I like the battle. I think
Yeah.
it's going to continue on for a long
And I
time.
think
Yeah.
this
It's
is
great.
I
just
agree.
the
I love it.
beginning of like the
It's like
power
sports.
of everything I've talked about for over 10 plus years.
Yeah. I agree. Look, I think you're right. And I also think that it's literally as if two of my favorite shows, Billions and Silicon Valley, somehow collided and had beef. And that's like what we're saying.
Yeah, and look, the good thing is everyone's going to get rich. Like AEG got $700 million.
Yeah,
If crypto people found out what AEG and Philip Anschutz stand for, they'd be fucking the dumbest persons alive to give them money.
Yeah.
But they did it.
The people who don't get rich are like, you know, the 25% that this was their first transaction. They paid the same amount
The
in
whole
gas
world
fees.
is going to get filthy rich off crypto. The real estate, insurance.
wonder.
Of course. People are buying houses for $10 million over.
But think about how long it took, honestly, for like your average person to get rich off of the internet.
But this
It
is
took
happening
15
faster.
years.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that like these because crypto it's business to business and consumer, and these companies are raising money. Like we've never seen companies raise money like this.
Yeah.
Right. So like, and they're so liquid, they're gonna spend it all. So like if you own a restaurant in LA during the Super Bowl, you are going to have a fucking
Yeah, but you're still talking about LA. You got to come meet my cousins. Talk to them about NFTs.
I at some point it will affect them.
At some point.
Yes.
I just think it's like,
There'll be a customer service center that needs to be based in America. They're going to get jobs.
yeah. The big news was that Amazon opened that fulfillment center.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was big.
I'm just saying you don't think they're gonna have a server farm in Colorado?
Well, it's just inflation across the board. It's just the ultra 0.01%. If you want to live in there, like unless you're got tens of billions of dollars, you're just not going to participate.
Yeah.
And everyone just has to go downstream.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. In the end, I think it helps everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we move on completely from this topic?
This is the best news ever.
Okay, so best news ever. I actually did. This was my winner, but since you were gone, Dee, we should bring it back up. So my winner was because Drake and Kanye have reunited.
Yeah.
They are buddies. They filmed a video laughing and giggling.
Awesome.
Anand and I also went on I don't know what you'd call it, not a tangent, but just an exploratory journey of Jay Prince and the power of him. Because, this thing started with a hostage video of the biggest celebrity in the world.
Yeah.
And then even in the picture of Drake and Kanye reunited, Jay Prince was right beside them.
Yeah.
But they're reunited, and now they've announced a concert here
At the Coliseum.
in beautiful LA. Why Coliseum though? Why not crypto?
Because it's not big enough.
And why not
Coliseum.
Chicago?
I'm tripping. I was thinking Forum.
Because Drake doesn't want to go to Chicago.
Isn't it free Larry Hoover? Isn't that the
Yeah, but you can
name?
make a lot more money in LA.
But can't you do it at Soldier Field, the Chicago Bears Stadium?
No, you want star-studded. You
Cold.
want
but
Too
it's
cold.
for charity,
Too
right?
cold.
Yeah, but still.
Too cold.
You want it
That's
star-studded.
true. I guess it is too cold in December in Chicago.
Plus, they're like, look, we'll do this nice thing. We'll meet up.
Free Larry Hoover in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, they're like, can we
Yeah,
just
well, if you need to get
do it within
clout,
10 miles?
you need clout. Things only happen if you have clout.
Plus, you want all the influencers.
You're going to have Kim and
posting.
Pete Davidson there.
Oh, no. You won't?
You think
Yeah.
Kim's going to show up
No.
Oh, yeah.
with the kids?
TikTok thinks, I think we should start a segment called TikTok Thinks.
What is-
Because my conspiracy is, number one, apparently the youngest Disick child
Yeah.
is actually Courtney and Justin Bieber's kid. Learned that tonight. Yep.
Whoa.
Learned it tonight.
How old's the kid?
Google him. His name's Rain. Google him. Looks a little Bieberish.
That's just the look.
Few years old. Just saying, he looks
Every little white kid looks like Bieber to me.
I'm judging by his face. He has a Bieber-y face. But no.
Bieber-y London
face.
The TikTok thinks that the relationship is fake.
Why?
To take the pressure off of Travis.
Travis who?
Scott.
Okay.
May have heard of him.
So you think Kris Jenner?
I mean, there's a Travis Barker in that family. There's a Travis Scott.
You're right.
There's a lot of Travises.
You're right. So apparently it's a ruse to take the media attention off of Astroworld.
Well, it fucking worked.
Yeah.
I mean...
But that's just what TikTok... I don't think...
I mean, there's also $2 billion of lawsuits.
Yeah, I think it's going to take more than Pete Davidson. But anyway,
I think
do they show up?
Yeah, of course.
No.
It's a hot event. Kim has to be there.
But not Pete.
Why not? That's her dude.
Well, what day of the week is it? Is he on Saturday?
It's December 9th. I think it's a Tuesday.
He's busy.
It's like a Tuesday.
He's busy. He's got a show.
By the way, LA Coliseum doesn't have a naming right.
Shibu, where are you at?
For real.
The Constitution now people should, instead of giving everyone their money back, should go buy the
It
naming
should be
rights.
called the Fuck Ken Griffin Arena.
Yeah, and do it at the Coliseum.
Yeah.
There's going to be so much fuckery with like crypto DAOs. People doing things to say like fuck Ken Griffin.
For sure.
I've already heard.
Imagine like small expenses. Imagine you raise like $100,000. That still gets you a lot.
Yeah, I've already heard some fuckery that's happening. Nothing to do with Ken Griffin of what people are doing with
Imagine
that.
like driving down.
You guys had the bet. How long ago was that? Like, I forget what the bet
vlog
was, but someone had to do a billboard of the
vlog
other.
off.
yeah.
I won that, by the way.
Yeah.
Never,
We lost the billboard.
I still have a mock-up of
My point is, what was that? 5-10 grand?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like how easy. I mean, these guys just raised $40 million.
Imagine driving down Sunset in a world of DAOs.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, fuck Pete.
No, because if you think about the evolution of billboards, it's basically in real life is now going to be, it went from like cannabis, right? Cannabis and CBD took over every single billboard across the city. Now it's just going to be DAOs just fucking with people.
Yeah, you're right.
Like fuck Pete Davidson or whatever.
Yeah, it's true. So are you guys going?
I definitely want to go. I haven't confirmed it with the wife, but I'm definitely gonna go.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I don't understand? It says it's a free show, but then it says tickets go on sale Monday.
Oh, but it's like a first come, first serve.
Donation situation.
They just shouldn't have said the word sale, but I bet it's a...
It's a December 9th.
It's like you got to mint your ticket.
Well, you know it's going to be like a fucking sneaker drop, right?
Yeah.
So it's December 9th, right?
Yeah.
So that's a Thursday.
Yeah.
That's soon.
Yeah.
So what do you think they do? They come out, they do some hugs.
Yeah, I think
Both
Kanye
perform the
does like
album.
a full set. Drake comes and does, a few songs. I'm sure they're going to bring out... It's going to be big.
Yeah.
I mean...
It's big.
It's big. As far as rap's concerned, what's bigger than this? What's bigger even
So do you think they both kind of
Nothing,
looked,
right?
Do you think they both kind of looked at each other and put the differences aside? Because, Drake's obviously a huge star. Kanye's a huge star, but none of their music's really hit in the last kind of 12 to 18 months.
Yeah.
And they're just like, we need to do something.
Well, but the thing is, I see what you're saying with saying you said none of their music really hit in the last 12 to 18 months.
Yeah.
The problem is, I don't know whether we're outdated here or what, but they still had like by far the two biggest albums.
Besides Adele, yeah.
I mean, rap.
Yeah.
Of like,
But like
the numbers
I
were
bet you if
insane.
you went to the show on December 9th and Kanye's new album came out, every kid would know the words to every song.
Yeah.
They
I
just
still
would.
think they're huge. But anyway,
No,
look,
I know they're huge, but I don't feel like their music hit like it used to. Maybe it's
Yeah.
a function of like, I don't know. Like in the
I think
clubs.
I mean, you heard Ferocious.
what do you say?
He said Kanye West is who inspired him.
He just found him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like I discovered Kanye
But
West.
you know what I'm saying? Like when you go to Poppy on a Friday night or whatever the hot nightclubs are around the country,
It's still all Drake.
I don't think it's that. I think they feel hotter than ever, and they might be.
I think it's the sexy track with Future for sure.
Yeah.
That's like a big one, but I don't know what else.
That album was like #1 for fucking...
Yeah.
Look, I think they're bigger than ever. I wouldn't say that it's that. I think it's probably some Jay Prince. They probably talked to Larry Hoover on the phone. They were probably like, yo, this shit's stupid. There's a bigger cause here.
Yeah, why don't we help somebody?
Yeah. And I bet you they were just like, yeah, this is the right thing to do. And it sounds to me, I know nothing behind the scenes. It sounds to me like Kanye kind of like caved. And like the Prisoner video, like I think Drake, if you're watching your ego, Kanye kind of,
Came to you.
yeah.
Came to Toronto.
And so you're like, all right,
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So,
you did it on my terms. I still look like the winner here.
I've obviously heard the name Larry Hoover.
Yep.
Can anyone tell me why he needs to be freed or what he's about?
Well, he was the, am I going to get
Leader
this
of
wrong?
disciples,
The gangster
or-
disciples, I believe,
Yeah.
in Chicago. Could have that wrong. Sorry if I do. He was the leader of the gangster disciples, I think. And look, they did a lot of he definitely did some crimes and instructed people to do that. But what they're saying is he had started to turn his life around before he got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's been in jail for, an insanely long period
He's
of time.
serving
40
multiple
years or
life
something.
sentences. Yeah.
And he's done nothing but try to help the community. And in their mind, that earns him the right to get out.
And so
I know nothing of details or what he was convicted of, or I don't have an opinion.
I just know it's a name that's dropped in hip hop all the time.
That's why, because he was the leader of a very well-known.
I watched Drink Champs, the part 2 with Kanye, and Larry Hoover's son was on there.
Yep, I saw a little bit of that.
And I mean, Larry Hoover's son made it sound like Larry Hoover was a community organizer.
Well,
I mean, you know who the last community organizer from Chicago became president?
I think they had a little bit of different agendas in the early years.
I will say that. So, I mean, it's the right timing. Pritzker is the governor of Illinois, and he's a Democrat. So, if you're gonna make some inroads,
I mean,
this
look
is the right
what
time.
just happened in Oklahoma the other day. They commuted the execution.
Yeah, that was big. Last minute. Because there was a guy that potentially is wrongfully accused. Yeah.
And that was a Republican governor.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest with you, I haven't looked enough to have an opinion on the Larry Hoover, technically should he be free or not? But I think the argument is look,
He's turned his life
turned his life around. He's done nothing for 40 years. Let the guy out.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we'll see if the concert can do it.
I think the concert's going to be pretty star-studded. I think they're calling all their buddies.
Yeah.
And everyone's coming out.
You'd think so, right? Or do they just keep it to them to stay focused?
I hope it's just them. They have so many hits between the two of them.
Yeah.
Why do you need anyone else?
Yeah, you're going to bring Jay-Z out.
That's true.
But I don't think Jay-Z would do it for his ego. He's not on the bill.
But Jay-Z's a big justice reform guy.
Sure. So then Meek has to come.
Cool. Bring Meek out too. Let
Michael
their dreams
Rubin.
and nightmares.
I want to see Michael Rubin on the stage.
Yeah.
Robert Kraft needs to be on the stage.
I want to see it.
Cool. Bring Tom Brady.
Show me you really care. Get Kim out there, no Pete.
Yeah. I want Kim and Pete to come out holding hands.
Holding
together.
hands.
Well,
up in
yeah,
the air.
Kim's a justice reformer.
That's why
Big
they're
time.
going to be there. And Pete has to support his lady.
I guess that's why it's Thursday, not Saturday.
Yeah. Because Pete couldn't make it.
Yeah, that's why. That's why Pete had to get back to New York. Oh my God. Okay. Dee, what's going on with Ledger? I heard you say, do you set up your Ledger? You got everything running?
Yeah, so I set up actually my second ledger, and I hadn't done it in a while, so I sat and did it today. And I forgot, this thing's damn safe. So you basically, you download the app, you have your ledger. I have a Ledger Nano X, and because we're going to start trading on Ledger Live next week, so I wanted to get the account set up. So I set it up, and I got a lot of DMs on how do you set this thing up? It's actually pretty self-explanatory.
Okay.
So you download the app. The app then kind of walks you through every single step on how to do it on the actual ledger itself.
Yep.
And I thought this whole time, when I first did it, I was like, oh, you have to come up with 24 words? That's crazy. They give you the 24 words.
Oh, good.
So
Can you come up with them if you want to?
I don't know if you can change it.
Got it. But why would you?
Yeah, why? I mean, whatever. They're giving you basic ass words.
Yeah.
So you come up with the words, you sync it, then you Bluetooth syncs with your phone.
Yep.
And then it's all secure and you're ready to go. And it's I'm blown away that everyone just doesn't do this for their crypto. It's just so fucking safe.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard to just hack this thing with 24 words.
Yeah.
So I think that piece was always reassuring, setting it up.
Got it.
So if you have any questions on that, head to our Discord and we'll make sure that we answer any questions. We're going to have someone from Ledger there to help you do that.
Yeah.
But setting it up, honestly, you just got to sit quietly in a room for 15 minutes and you can get it done.
Yep.
And the other cool thing, I started playing around with all these new features they have. They have a Paraswap now. And the cool thing is you can now exchange one crypto from another using Paraswap. So it kind of syncs with things like Uniswap, where if you want to go into La La Land and buy some interesting coins out there that aren't available.
Now we're talking.
Yes, this is where the fun begins. And so some of the coins that I was trying to buy this weekend were not available on Coinbase or Kraken or any of these places.
Yeah.
So
Trying
this
to get
is
some of that ass coin, huh?
Yes. So if you want to go get some of that ass coin, this is where. So it makes and it's cheaper than a lot of the other ways to get convert these cryptos.
Yep.
And it remains in your Ledger wallet while you do it. So I think that part makes it feel really, really safe.
Got it.
So Paraswap's pretty cool. Like I had some Decentraland coin that I wanted to convert, and you just can't do it on Coinbase because they don't have that other coin.
Yeah.
So you got to go to like a Uniswap or one of these things. So Ledger has Paraswap integrated into it, so you can easily just do it in your Ledger.
That's awesome.
And then boom, your tokens are safe in a cold storage wallet.
I can't wait to see your what you're trading.
Your portfolio.
Yeah, your portfolio here. Because if you're just out there in no man's land.
So I'll tell you what the problem with this no man's land shit is the gas fees.
Oh, really?
Killing me. It's always like miner fees are extremely high right now. I mean, I checked all throughout the day. It's always high.
I can't wait to see what you're buying.
I probably spent more money on transaction fees this weekend than actual ownership of anything.
I wonder maybe if like family time, maybe the holidays will have maybe you'll have some time.
Yeah, maybe after Christmas, before New Year's.
Look
Maybe
at
you
your
need another
portfolio.
stomach bug.
Yeah.
Stomach bug sounds like great for your finances.
Well, no, not really. I got a lot of gas. That's what I got.
Yeah, that's where you got that stomach bug. Okay, well, good stuff. Where do people go to get one?
Go to ledger.com, but we also have a special link in our Discord and on our social media. So if you purchase through there, they can, obviously help support the podcast. So please, if you're going to purchase it, I think it's going to be fun when we launch Ledger Live. So we're going to start trading our own little group chat funds.
I'm excited
starting
for
next
that.
week.
Ooh.
So my suggestion is purchase a Ledger, join us on Ledger Live, and I think it's a full-blown competition if you could beat us or not.
Forget competition. Just join us and get rich.
Yeah.
Nah, I like competition.
I need a little competition.
Yeah. Like we need to track everyone, whoever's the best.
Are we going to
Are we
announce
competing
our
against
picks?
each other?
Yeah,
Are we
yeah.
announcing our picks?
Yeah,
if
we're
we're
going to
competing
put it
against each
all.
other.
We're going. Well, I was going to think us three, like community, have one fund, and then
Okay.
we're playing against all our listeners and
I'm
see
down
who
for
can
that.
beat it. Who can beat us?
And what happens if they beat us?
We'll have them on the podcast. We'll do something fun.
Okay.
Deal. Okay. Well, there it is. Go check it out. Ledger.com. Let's get back to the episode.
Yes.
Okay, big jump. Let's jump into some serious shit. You
Yeah.
guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on with this tennis star in China? So this is one of the biggest tennis, like this woman, what's her name? Peng
I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
Shuai?
Sure.
Okay. One of the biggest, like, household name in China. Like, huge star.
Globally.
Yeah, but I just mean, like, this is like not, like, this is Serena Williams
Yeah.
in China and also globally. But she accused one of the high-ranking government officials of, sexual assault, essentially. And then she sort of went missing.
Deleted social media account.
Deleted social media account. Nobody heard from her, nothing. People started getting worried. Quite a bit of time passed. Then there was like an email sent out that said, "Oh, I'm fine. For everyone worried about me, I'm at home resting." It just looked real fishy. And then that was it. Now, have we heard any? Did you say, Dee, she's been seen?
Yeah.
actually?
So today, the International Olympic Committee president held a 30-minute video call with Peng, along with two other officials. Peng thanked the committee for their concern and assured them she was at her home in Beijing. She also said she would like her privacy. So I think,
what are people saying? Like, okay, problem solved? Or
no, I mean, look, I think the government clearly has influence or silenced, whatever you want to use, whatever words you want to use. And I think people thought it was far worse. it doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, the IOC president, if he's lying, he's in deep shit. You know, so I don't know if he's going to put his career on the line if to lie that he saw her.
No, I think he saw her. No, but here, two things can be true. He saw her and she looked fine, and the Chinese government has basically enslaved her.
Is the IOC president a Chinese
No.
person?
No, but my point, I mean, I think it's abundantly clear is that she said something that the Chinese government said.
Yeah, but
not
she
on our
should know
watch.
better.
But that's not the point. That's not the point.
That's in China.
Yeah, but she got Jack Ma'd.
Yeah.
So there's a park apparently every day at 3:30 you can see Jack Ma go on a walk. So he pretends like he's free. Yes, I've heard this from someone.
I mean,
that's
same thing. He should know better.
He just goes and plays normal?
Yeah, and he went on a state-sponsored trip to the was the climate thing, COP26 or whatever it was in Europe. But I think that's what China does. And I think, you know, it's abundantly clear. They basically said, you're playing by our rules. We don't want to tolerate this. They silenced her. They scared her for a week. And sure, they didn't kill her. They didn't like...
What do you think they do? You think they just put you in like a jail cell? And
I think it's like a white-collar jail.
I think it's you. They probably come to your house. They put some guards around and say, this is your life now.
Yeah, so she's...
Yes.
And now, if she leaves, it's going to be state-sponsored.
Yeah.
If they want to play the charade and she wants to go play the U.S. Open, there's going to be Chinese, like, you know, CIA.
Officials, yeah.
The equivalent of Chinese CIA, like, just waiting and watching, make sure she stands in line.
Unfortunately, like, that's their government. Like, that's how they operate. So you come up in that community, you kind of know the rules. And if you choose not to play them, then unfortunately, there are consequences in that country. And no one's agreeing with it, but that's just what those rules are in that country.
But don't you think it's fucked up, like the way that, like,
I think this was the first time. So the NBA bend the knee to China.
They make too much money.
The Disney's bend the knee to China.
They make too much money.
What's Fast and Furious guy? John Cena?
Yeah,
he bent the knee.
More than bend the knee.
So
that
WTA does
learned
not make so much money.
But the tennis stars, like Novak Djokovic spoke up, Serena Williams spoke up, who could get. Those are like some of the biggest stars in tennis.
Yeah.
So they're basically like persona non grata in China for sure. Like from now on, because they stood up against.
Tennis isn't big in China.
Tennis is huge in China.
I know, but maybe those particular folks don't make money like LeBron does.
But aren't they like sponsored by Nike and shit?
Sure, but
like
maybe,
Nike's not going to say anything.
Yeah.
But you're not letting me finish my point.
You go ahead.
So my point is, this is the first time you've seen a collection of people that are very famous actually stand up to China.
Yeah.
Because everyone else has stood down. And if you're Djokovic, if you're Serena Williams, doesn't matter how many times a year you play in China, you're tangentially making money because of China.
But is it because it's one of them? Well, what changed?
I think they basically, I think the WTA stood up and said, it's catastrophic to lose Chinese money for any organization that's global. Yeah. That's like obvious.
Yeah.
And they stood up and said, where is she? We need to hear from her. Then all these stars came out and said, where is she? And I think it's the first time, insanely, that it was women's tennis that actually made this kind of global movement where other people were like, okay, yeah, where is she? And because the NBA doesn't do it, Disney doesn't do it.
John Cena doesn't do it.
John Cena doesn't do it.
No.
And I think this is actually like kind of a initial like, all right, it's finally someone standing up to them.
Yeah, watch Novak Djokovic next week. I'd like to make an apology fully in Mandarin, taking it all back.
Him and John Cena. Do you hey, let me ask you this. Where's our responsibility? Like, is LeBron a clown here?
I think it's,
for this?
It's on everyone to decide how they want to, have their legacy, right? Can you put it on LeBron that he needs to be the one to stand up to China?
No, not personally. But I just when you see people start to do it, you start to feel like all the people who didn't.
Yeah. Like Enes Kanter, a player, wore some shoes the other day during a basketball game that had Xi Jinping giving LeBron a crown on his shoes.
Against the Lakers on Friday night on ESPN.
And then today he went on CNN saying Michael Jordan has never done anything for black people. So this guy is a fucking loose cannon to begin with. And I understand what he's trying to do and bring awareness to certain things.
Yeah.
But like don't piss off LeBron and Michael Jordan in America. I don't think you're going to win any fucking fans here.
It's just not so boldly, at least.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, it just seems like when the tide starts to change and people do start to speak out, it really highlights the people who didn't.
Yeah, sure.
And like, to me, like when I see that, I'm just like, John Cena, like you look crazy.
Did you see the movie though?
No. I saw those Chinese numbers though. I saw those box office openers in China.
I personally, honestly, because I have a sense of how humanity thinks, nobody gives a fuck.
About what?
Anything.
So what's
there's no consequence for anything. That's the problem.
No, but I think China's just pushing it to the edge, right? They got rid of every major tech CEO. They got rid of Jack Ma. Now they're like, oh, famous Chinese tennis player, you spoke up, you're gone too.
Yeah.
And they just they're pushing the West.
You're pushing billionaires.
They're pushing the West to be like, when are you going to stand up? Yeah. And I think the West looks weak. Because the West is just like allowing this to happen.
Yeah, we're financially aligned. That's the problem.
I know. And I think Xi is he's pushing the line. Like, how much can I push these pussies? And we're the pussies.
Yes, we can push it pretty far.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
You didn't have to say it.
Yeah. We can push it. He can push it pretty further.
It does look pretty bad.
All care about is money. That's all we talk about on this podcast. Money, money, money. That's all anyone cares about in this country. Money.
It's just bad when you can LeBron is the most outspoken athlete about injustices here. But someone else can muzzle him, another country.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's a powerful country.
The fact that the U.S. can't, for instance, this sounds ridiculous to even say, but can't be like, yo, LeBron, you want to keep playing in the NBA? Shut the fuck up about all these police issues.
Yeah.
No one could ever do that. The thought of that is crazy, but China can do exactly that.
Yeah. Biden needs to say something.
Why would he? He needs to be aligned with China.
Trump stood up to China.
Yeah, he did. That's not Biden, though.
Yeah, Biden's not built like that.
And I bet you...
I'm not saying I miss Trump. I'm just saying Trump was here looking for problems.
Yeah.
Biden's looking for peace.
Well, my point is the U.S. can stand up to China. Trump stood up to China and there was no consequence.
He just said words. He didn't actually do anything.
But trade...
I hate
trade
to
consequence.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He actually benefited U.S. trade because of the way Trump stood up to China.
So you miss him.
What's that?
What you're saying is you miss him.
You miss him.
Absolutely not. You know what? It is the one thing he did.
Yeah.
And you can universally talk to any business person of any means. Trump stood up to China.
That's my point. If it was money related, people would care. It's all about money. It's a trade benefit. It's a financial benefit. There's no cultural implications of these billionaires and famous people being sidelined in China and America. There's zero.
But
what's the financial impact? Zero.
But I would say,
but you also talk about celebrity and fame, and now you have stars finally standing up.
Okay, well,
someone like a Colin Kaepernick, I would say, and a lot of other athletes probably did what they did, acknowledging that they might have severe financial implications.
Yeah, he's very rare. What he did.
But don't you think that during the BLM stuff, when all the teams were allowed to put whatever they want on their jerseys, right before that actually, when everyone was kneeling and all that stuff, and everyone was kind of on edge, don't you think that they were aware that there might be financial repercussions to what they were doing at that time?
Here's the difference. You're talking about a black person in America. Shouldn't have to fucking worry about what's going on in China when they're dealing with so much injustice at home.
No, but you're a hypocrite in the sense that what he's saying is black NBA players potentially
because were handing up their people.
But it wasn't about money.
It was about their people, though.
So that's the point. Not everything's all about money. You kept saying everything's all about money. NBA players were basically willing to give it all up. They were basically willing to walk away from the bubble and lose the money.
Because they had the power.
But they were willing to lose the money.
Because they had the power.
You said everything's about money. Clearly not everything's always about money.
Because they knew they had the power. It is about money. They had the leverage over the NBA.
But they were willing
LeBron James
to walk
and Chris
away.
Paul say, we ain't playing, they have financial leverage over the NBA. If they did not have that financial leverage, they would not do that. They do. It is about money. And the only
they were willing to walk away from it, is the point.
Because they knew they had the leverage. The NBA can't.
They didn't know.
Oh, come on. You think they're that fucking stupid?
It's not about stupid, but you don't know how a bunch of white billionaire owners are going to react.
But wouldn't you argue then the NBA would choose, if the NBA had to choose LeBron James and all their stars or China?
You got to keep your stars are.
And
what
let's
makes
be
the
clear.
league.
Do you want to know how the
But that's what I'm saying.
no,
is
the
then they have the
events
same
actually
leverage.
you got to actually understand how the bubble events were. It was the Jacob Blake murder in Wisconsin. The Bucks walked out and didn't tell LeBron who was the next game, and he said, "Fuck it, I'm out."
Yeah, because it could.
Oh.
And
So they sparked it.
They sparked it. The Bucks sparked it. The Bucks have zero power in the NBA, and they walked out.
For one game, yes.
And then LeBron said, "I'm out, and I'm out of the bubble."
Yes.
He left the bubble?
No, they didn't
But
actually
you
leave,
want
but he
these people
said-
to do that.
And then Barack Obama called Chris Paul and LeBron and convinced them that night to stay in the bubble.
Yeah.
And said, this isn't the way you make change. The way you make change is do it within. They were willing to lose it all. That's what people don't get. It's recounted.
Yeah, okay, but
it's
they're not
been recounted. It was recounted by every
You're not even
journalist. They
listening.
were willing
We're
to
talking
leave.
about China. They don't give a fuck about China. They don't. Don't ask them to fucking stand up for China.
I didn't say they need to stand up for China. I said everyone has to do their own thing.
Yeah, that's why they don't care. It doesn't have an impact on them.
I think that's what it comes
they
down
have
to.
kids. They have black kids that have to drive their cars and maybe get pulled down by police officers.
I think what it comes down to isn't necessarily just money. I don't think it comes down
No,
to
I
really
think
money.
on a government level, why American government's not doing anything? It's because of money.
No, I'm
not
talking
because they
about-
have any fucking emotional feeling towards China.
Yeah, but I'm more talking about like all the people who I'm talking about like John Cena, LeBron James,
Yeah, sure.
all that stuff. What I'm saying is
Disney's
I don't
money-
think that actually comes down to money. I think it comes down to the fact that it's so not like in your backyard that you can't.
Yeah,
You can't understand
That's my
it.
point. Is that if people are inherently selfish, right? Like you have to take care of your own.
I mean, I've said this at the beginning of this whole argument. I said, I don't think you should be forced to stand up against China. If you choose to, that's on you.
Yeah.
It's not your country. It's not what's going on in your backyard.
Well, so that brings me back to my original question. This is nothing but an opinion.
Yeah.
You guys aren't making the law here, so there's no pressure. What is our responsibility?
Who's our? Define our.
U.S. citizens, celebrities, businesses.
I think it's on the government.
What's the responsibility of Americans for an injustice happening in another country?
I think that's for you to decide if that's an important issue for you to fight.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, if it was something happening in India and the town where my parents grew up, I might have a different opinion where I'm like, you know what? I want to get
I'm
involved.
with you.
Yeah, and that's different.
You got the Hindu card.
I got you.
But if it's in China where I don't have that relationship or I don't have those, I'm gonna have a different view. And that's okay. I don't need to fucking support every cause, everything in the world. That's not realistic. And I think if it is you're passionate about what's happening in China, look, no one wants injustice anywhere, right? But there's also limited resources, there's limited mind share. We can't expect people to fight for everything. If Serena Williams believes this is her passion project and she wants to go all out on it, she could do that.
Yeah.
She has the resources. She's a very powerful, influential woman.
But it directly affects her, right? It's a fellow tennis player.
That's why I think actually more so than, not to take anything away from it, but more so than it being women's tennis or any of that, I just think this is the first time something has happened to an athlete, such a big athlete, so publicly. And like now it's one of them.
Yeah.
Like now it's like, oh, that's me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Similar
Yeah,
to
I would
like,
think if Yao Ming was playing in the NBA and he got kidnapped and
yeah.
to
People would
China,
speak out.
I think people would speak up.
Yeah.
And China knew it'd be good to keep Yao happy. He was great.
It's just interesting when you see, I don't know, I think the interesting part is when you start to see people speak out, like the tennis crowd, it highlights the people who didn't.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
Yeah.
Up to them, you're
Yeah.
right. They can do whatever they want to do. But it's just, the thing that is so scary to me is the United States can't and wouldn't muzzle our celebrities or athletes, but another country can.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Okay. You want to move on?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go into more controversial stuff. Just so you know, editors, this is a no TikTok, both of these subjects, especially the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. We never spoke about Kyle Rittenhouse, I don't think,
No.
the trial. So the trial happened. He has been found not guilty on all 5 charges, completely across the board, not guilty. I don't know if we want to go into how we feel about that.
I don't personally have a feeling on it because I didn't listen to every little detail and argument.
Yeah.
And I've heard people who agree with the decision. I've heard people that disagree with the decision.
Yeah.
I've read a bunch of legal stuff, and I understand both sides, so I'm not going to be emotional about it.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked Fox News was allowed during the case to film a Kyle Rittenhouse documentary.
Yes.
Through
By Tucker Carlson, the documentarian.
And by the way, Tucker Carlson has him exclusively on Monday night on Fox News. I mean, blockbuster for him to secure the rights.
So this kid's going to be rich.
Yeah, he's going to be a superstar.
This kid's going to be a congressman.
I want to dip my toes in, but try to stay away politically about this stuff and stay away from the racial.
Yeah, you're just balancing. Balancing beam.
Every contrarian thinker has posted in the last few months, like, obviously he's getting out, like, you don't know the law, blah, blah, blah. But take away race, I mean, he killed white people and he's white. I get that, even though it was a BLM protest. Yeah. So we all understand that. But if you just kind of think big picture, that we as a society have basically accepted that a 17-year-old can pick up a gun and play cop.
Yeah.
And sure, if the video shows self-defense, and I know by the letter of the law, that's probably right.
Yeah.
But what was the motive of him? Like, he wasn't a sanctioned government executive, like government person.
Yeah.
He wasn't someone that was like, hey, go protect the protest.
God told him.
Is that what he said?
I don't know.
No, but where are we as a society?
Like
and think about what that's going to motivate other people, that you can go play cop.
By the way, I don't know if you saw what happened in Wisconsin today during a Christmas Day parade. Someone just ran through it and killed people.
With what?
With the car? Yeah.
Like, injured tons of people, killed people. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Wisconsin.
But
you don't know the motive or anything?
No, we don't.
No, but why isn't anyone talking? I haven't heard that story. I've heard the self-defense narrative, like, all you woke people are stupid. Someone pulled a gun on him and he shot back.
Yeah.
But no one's talking about, why was he there?
Oh, yeah. So
I mean, his mom dropped him off.
No, my point is, why are we allowing that? That's not part of the conversation.
Because you can't even get there. Because
you can't get there.
You can't even get there because it's about guns.
Yeah, the conversation just goes to either it was self-defense or no, it wasn't. This guy's a murderer, and no one. You can't. That's a slightly more nuanced conversation.
It's pretty slight. He's 17-year-old kid.
And you want to know why? The reason why it's foggy is because there's not like jail for bad judgment.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Is you can't put a guilty verdict on like the kid's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of people that even think that he's innocent and it's self-defense agree that he's a fucking dipshit.
Yeah.
Because it's so many cases of bad judgment. But because you can't put an award on it or you know what I'm saying? Like
so,
you can't.
So, all right. So I'm going to give you a scenario. So if someone wanted to grab a gun and call it in Wisconsin, not California, because I don't know the gun laws in California. Clearly, we know the gun laws in Wisconsin.
Anything goes.
Yeah. So you go to a hood in Milwaukee.
Okay.
There's some dangerous parts of Milwaukee.
Yep.
And you pick up a gun and says, I'm going to play cop amongst a gang conflict.
Yep.
And I'm just going to start shooting people because I saw them waving guns. You're fine, right?
Well, it would sound like if you went there and you brought your gun and they started being aggressive towards you, you could then shoot them, it seems like.
Okay. So that's where we're at.
It's fucking crazy.
I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
So you basically can go to dangerous places within Wisconsin. Every state has different laws. I understand that. I'm not like stupid. I know in California that might not be the same. Yeah. But in Wisconsin, you want to play cop. It's all good. Go do it.
Yeah. I'm a little confused too. Yeah. I think.
Yeah. So what's your question?
My question makes my point.
Yeah, you can do it.
I think you can do it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know.
So like, if that Suns and 4 was in the stadium of the Bucks, you could just shoot his ass.
If that's Arizona law.
If he charged
I'm saying
you.
If that was in the Bucks arena.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing you probably can't take a gun outside in the parking lot.
Outside the parking lot.
He charges you and says, I'm going to kill you.
And he says, Bucks and 4.
And you say, I'm security here today.
Yeah.
Boom. I guess.
You know why? Because the gun implication is so big on self-defense, you can't even make that argument. You won't even get there.
The what?
The implications of self-defense and carrying a gun is so important in this conversation that you can't get to the point of where should he be there or not.
Yeah.
Like,
Because people don't even give a shit. And he's been given, as of 4 days ago, I think 3 congressmen wanted to hire him as an intern.
He's going to be a congressperson.
They made that like public.
Yeah, they tweeted it.
So, okay, let me ask you this. Let's just fast forward 10 years. How much is Kyle Rittenhouse worth?
He seems like a moron.
He'd probably be
So
dead broke.
probably not much.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if
How
he
much has he
wasn't,
made?
he would have made.
I bet you he makes $10 million
Over the next 10 years.
Yeah, and
We had a friend in a group chat. Won't say his name, but it's fitting. He's the Amanda Gorman of the right.
Damn. I mean, damn. The thing is, I think that if you're like a Fox News or something, you see this, like you see him as the voice of the youth.
Yeah.
Like you need to bank on these people.
Yeah.
For the next
Especially
20
because
years.
he killed white people at a BLM protest.
Yeah, and one of the guys was like a rapist.
They all had like,
Priors.
or multiple.
Yeah.
There were multiple prior things. One guy had a gun. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But damn it, man. It's like the guy is also like was hanging out with like Proud Boys and shit the day, like right after.
Yeah.
So anyway, look, I don't want to, we're already tiptoeing.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing, I think, is the fact that this kid will now be rewarded. So it's not only like you're like, hey, technically you're not guilty, but really bad judgment and fucking go chill out a little bit. He's rewarded.
Mm-hmm.
He will be a celebrity to that crowd and make a lot of money.
Yeah, celebrity to half the country.
I mean, 2024 Republican, build up to presidency, is he prominent?
He's speaking at the convention. For sure.
Yeah. This guy literally, there's video in this documentary of him like on the couch, like in between days of the trial. Like it's just hard to sleep and like I have flashbacks. Like they really filmed a documentary. It's already.
I think they knew he was going to win 100% because it'll show the victory. Like the Fox News people knew. They're like, their attorneys internally.
Yeah.
Probably was like, yeah.
I mean, that judge was pretty. Did you hear some of the details about that judge?
Yeah, didn't his like ringtone go off and it was like a.
And it was
forget
the
all that,
same song that Trump comes out to.
Exactly.
And you can't call the people who were shot victims.
Yeah.
And like something about a Chinese food coming on a boat to Long Beach.
Yeah.
This guy. Oh my God. Okay.
But it's just going to inspire more people.
I mean, can you imagine? We already, like, it started to get kind of sketchy, I would say, the last 4 or 5 years with these like armed militias showing up places. I feel like the next time there's a planned protest, there's going to be a small army.
Think about the escalation we've had in the last 4 years. Like we thought Sandman was a problem. Standing up to the Native American.
Child's play.
That guy, poor guy.
It's crazy how fast things progress.
Yeah, Tiki Tortures was like scary. Now it's like show up to a protest and just start shooting.
I'm really, really, really curious because I think it's going to say a lot what happens in the Ahmaud Arbery trial because that's happening right now.
Yeah.
And that is a similar thing in the sense that it was the dad, so the son killed Ahmaud Arbery. The dad was an ex-cop. And it was these guys kind of going and acting as police and doing a civilian arrest. And so that case, I don't know the details enough to like really say that case seems like those guys are guilty. And so.
Not a great state.
On video too.
For that to happen, you mean?
Georgia.
The Ahmaud Arbery is on video.
It's on video, but it's more about like the aggression, like what happened. Like what evidence did you have? Why did you chase this guy down and block him? It's kind of like what happens before the video is the big question. But they seem, from what I can tell, they seem super guilty. And to me, if they're guilty, at least that adds a little bit of like stability to the whole thing. It's not like, okay, every white dude is a cop now.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is buy a gun.
Yeah.
Because to me, if those guys are innocent, that's the story. Okay. I think we dodged that pretty well, right?
We'll see.
Okay, check the comments. Okay, let's end with a story about everyone in the room's favorite person.
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
Yep.
And I mean everyone sitting in this room.
Should I leave?
Elon Musk, we just have a fun little story. It's a good way to end after a couple serious topics. Elon Musk sent out an email to his employees. You know, we've all
He sent out 2 emails recently.
Okay. And so we've had things come up where, some of our staff have asked like about playing music in the office and, different things. What's okay, what's not. We've caught people playing full-on video games.
Watching movies.
Watching full-length movies. But Elon sent out a couple emails to make it clear where he stands as far as, behavior in the factories.
Yeah, so in reference to music, he said in one of the emails he sent to everyone, he said, listening to music at work with one earbud out to listen for safety-related issues was okay. As long as you have one earbud in, one earbud out.
But they're like building cars? I don't know about that.
Hey, Elon says it's okay. Richest man in the world.
Okay, I trust him. But it just seems a little dangerous.
Yeah. The next is a little harsher.
Okay.
He reminded employees there are only 3 options when Musk sends directions. There's 3 options.
Okay.
Explain why he's wrong.
Okay.
Request further clarification or execute. Love it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. That's great.
Because what are the other options? Don't do anything?
Don't do anything. Yeah. Don't do anything. Ignore.
Delete.
Yeah. Delete. Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Clarity.
Yeah.
That's how this guy finds all the time to fucking build rockets and have threesomes. And
Exactly. Imagine if he hits up for someone threesome and so good. I don't know.
No, you have 3 options.
You have 3 options here. Why am I wrong about this threesome? You want to request further clarification about this threesome?
The threesome, yep.
Or execute this threesome.
So he moved to Austin, right? He moved Tesla to his headquarters?
Apparently, yeah.
So he's in person. He's not doing this remote shit.
Yeah.
No, yeah. He's got to be.
Well, they're a factory.
But he's still flying back and forth. I mean, at least when I read the book about him, he flies like 3 times a week back and forth between, it was Hawthorne and
Fremont.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Austin and Fremont.
I mean, they're still in Hawthorne, SpaceX.
Sorry, Austin and Hawthorne?
Yeah.
Just made his flight a little longer.
Yeah.
But that means, I think he goes back and forth like Monday here, Tuesday there, Wednesday, Thursday here. Like I think he hops back and forth.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got 3 options. All right. That's all we got.
Okay. Any
Everyone,
shout outs?
Put in one earbud this week and listen to group chat. Do we have any shout outs? Nope, we're not going to push for them. We don't got any.
We probably do, and we apologize.
That's all right.
No.
That's it. Okay, listen, everyone have an incredible week. We'll talk to you on Tuesday.
Okay.
Bye-bye.